Live from Arkansas's breaking news leader, Fox 16 News at 9 starts now.
Many Arkansans are worried about the passing of a compromise and how that will impact the nation's operating budget, plus the economy on the local level. Fox 16's Caroline Whiteman is live at the Capitol. She tells us what one local economic advisor thinks about the debt debate. Caroline.
Hubert, there are still a lot of unknowns right now. Arkansans are worried about seniors, veterans, and getting their Social Security checks. But one local financial expert that I spoke with says a lot of those fears are just that, and there's nothing to worry about. It's not just Americans. The world is watching as the federal government struggles to come to terms on the debt ceiling.
First thing that I think Americans should feel is embarrassment that their government can't get their act together on something as straightforward as raising our debt ceiling, agreeing to a budget, and moving forward.
Hill says the country hasn't had a budget for 2 years now, but regardless of bickering on Capitol Hill, people should have confidence Social Security checks and veterans benefits will still be paid.
The debt ceiling is just a vehicle that both sides are using as a way to make a point. The debt ceiling in and of itself has been raised over 70 times. It was put in place back in 1917, so there's nothing new about the debt ceiling.
A lot of drama in Washington between politicians trying to figure out a compromise. Hill says both sides need to work together to fix the country's long-term fiscal problems.
The bottom line is our spending is out of control. It is higher than it has been in many years. We get about 18% of our growth, our budget, from revenues, and we're spending about 24%.
That's why what happens now, what decisions are made, will have an enormous impact on the next election. Hill says this debt crisis isn't going away and approval ratings are low. Anyone who is an elected official has a lot at stake and needs to push to move this country forward. After months of partisan fighting, politicians on both sides have struck a deal just 2 days before the deadline to raise the federal debt limit so that the government can continue paying its bills. Reporting live in Little Rock, Caroline Whiteman, Fox 16 News.
Yeah, Caroline, a lot of people are very optimistic about this deal passing, but what other tips, advice does French Hill give for the average Arkansan?
Hubert, right now the best advice is to not make any rash financial decisions, like don't go cashing in your 401k, anything like that. Think and plan for the long term, and as always, consult a financial advisor.
And take it one day at a time. Thank you, Caroline.